So we are very honored to have Jeffrey Hall leading that and helping Dominicans and Jamaicans to do more businesses in our two countries.
So you mentioned two very important companies, JMB and Jamaica Producers, with great leadership. In terms of looking at maintaining what you've put together so far and building on top of that, what are some of the new areas that you think, vice versa, us in Dominica, Dominica in Jamaica, what are some of the new areas that you see as absolute areas for growth between our two countries as far as trade and general relations are concerned?
Yes. I think that there is a lot of potential. I have seen since I came here in Jamaica and we have the results. There is a lot of opportunities and there is a lot of niche between our two countries. Definitely agribusiness. Yes, I think that agro-invest could play a very important role. Food security is very important.
Critically important.
It's critical, both Jamaica, Dominican Republic, and in the world. So we have some best practice that we can exchange with Jamaica. We are big on agro-business in the Dominican Republic. You have a lot of beautiful lands in Jamaica. We have examples of Kasang Assam Farm that is doing great and is providing in seasons that nobody provides fruits and vegetables. Those products to the supermarkets in Jamaica. I think that we need to do more. We need more Kasang Assam here in Jamaica. Or we need more farms doing the same. So we have the experience in the Dominican Republic of the greenhouses. And actually one of the person who is leading that project with Kasang Assam is a Dominican. So as you see, always there is a synergy. We are called to be natural ally in different sectors. I'm just talking right now of agro investment. We have very interesting and fruitful discussions with the Minister of Agriculture of Jamaica, Minister Floyd Green, and we are looking forward to strengthening our relation in that matter. And even in agro products, you have some niche in the Dominican Republic if we are talking about exports to the Latin American market. And in this case, Dominican Republic, you have opportunities for coffee, for beer, for runs, for spices, for foods, other kind of food preparation, for juices, sauces. Well, it's a large number of products that I think that you can have a very good opportunities to introduce in the art. We have a market, an open market. We love to have products from everywhere. So we are pushing hard so we can have more Jamaican products in the Dominican Republic. But of course, there is opportunity for other sectors, bank, investments, funds, also tourism.
It's interesting that you segued into that, which is a nice segue for my next question. Because we have certainly, you've pointed out one of the lead areas in Dominican Republic is agro-processing. In terms of our capital markets, the stock exchanges and so on, we've done pretty well in recent times. Is there areas of collaboration between stock exchange, say here in Jamaica and the Dominican Republic?
Yes, definitely. We are working a lot to make closer together our stock exchange markets. Through the embassy, on February, we held the first Dominican Week in Jamaica.
Great.
That was an opportunity to, again, build that awareness of the synergies that we can have between the two countries. We bring more than 60 companies from the DR. And we have more than 160 companies from Jamaica that, do a lot of B2B, not only of the stock markets, but in different areas. And there was a lot of synergies that were born on that occasion. We have a panel discussion. We have a different panel discussion, but one of them was on a stock exchange and the synergies that we can create together, because I definitely think that this is one of the areas that we can benefit the most. And two of the panelists, they lead the panel actually was Marlene, that is the CEO of the Jamaica Stock Exchange, a good friend, and Julian Mer.
Yeah, chairman.
So is the chairman, right? And they were leading the conversation about the opportunities that we can build together on the Jamaica Stock Exchange. I think it's a very interesting synergy.
It is.
That we can create a cooperation on economic growth on both countries. Of course, Jamaica has too much to share with us, best practices, because Jamaica is big in a stock exchange. You are one of the most knowledgeable countries in that aspect. And we are just starting in the Dominican Republic. Actually, recently, we have the two first companies that go on the market, very successful. They finished now the first phase, and they are
oversubscribed.
Oversubscribed.
Wonderful.
They are oversubscribed. So, and they're very good companies. And so people are starting to interest in that aspect of the stock exchange. We are now at the embassy working very close with the Jamaica Stock Exchange in two things. One is the organization of a conference, an international conference led by Jamaica and the Dominican Republic with other Latin American countries to explore synergies in that aspect. And that will be held next year, early next year. And we are working on a regulatory agreement between the regulatory authority in the Dominican Republic for a stock exchange and the counterpart here in Jamaica. So as you see, we are working to make our countries closer in that aspect. I see a lot of potential. And I think that, the good news is that we can both do it. And the Dominican Republic and Jamaica both have the potential to support, the needs of other businessmen and counterparts which want to benefit or to access to those capitals. And the good news is that I think that very soon in the near future, we will have the first listed stock markets.
Looking forward to that.
Yes,
absolutely.
Looking forward to that. It's very exciting. And we have, good friends here in Jamaica that know very well about the Dominican Republic and everything there that can help us to build that. And I'm just in the middle pushing so we can have it.
Ambassador, you also spoke a lot about our cultures, and both countries have rich cultures. Jamaica's creative industry is well known internationally. Is that an area that we ought to explore, collaboration between our different creative sector, bringing the culture across borders? Is there an avenue for that kind of exploration?
Thank you, Nelson, for the question. I really appreciate because even if we have been focusing at the embassy of, increase and develop this economic cooperation and commercial relation between Jamaica and Dominican Republic, which is very important because every time that we create a new partnership between our two countries, a new business, that means that we are giving opportunities to so many families in DR and in Jamaica to grow. And for me, it's really important and means a lot. But culture is very important.
It is.
And I think that we have been creating the conditions for strengthening our relation in the cultural aspect also, and in the personal aspect also, in the interaction between our two countries.